Hi, I'm Joshua Kemble, and this is my 224th live stream. That's crazy. I can't believe I've done that many of these, but I have. I'm a cartoonist and illustrator and graphic designer. I've been doing illustration, graphic design, and comics for about 20 years. And I've been an art director for about 7. When I'm not art directing or doing graphic design or illustration, I'm working on graphic novels like Jacob's Apartment, my doomed romance graphic novel. That's a coming of age story. That's like if you took Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, put it in a blender with Ghost World, and you like that flavor, that's Jacob's Apartment. And it's out from Graphic Mundi. It's available at bookstores everywhere. You can ask your local bookstore or library to carry it, or you can order it online at any book retailer. I also have 2 stories, which is my confessional autobiographical graphic novel that talks about my journey learning how to deal with depression, as well as caregiving for somebody with panic disorder, trying to demystify hard conversations about mental illness, and also talks about growing up at a Christian school and kind of learning how to navigate hypocrisy at a religious institution. So it's a heavy book called 2 Stories. Put a lot of time and heart into it. So those are my wares. But we're not doing comics right now. I worked on my comic while we were interviewing Lori Calcaterra, the writer of Path of the Pale Rider on Artcasters, which was actually on my channel earlier. And now I am taking a quick break. I'm going to play a quick game of Risk. So this is going to be a Risk stream. I am currently at master status on Risk for my ranking in FFA rankings, and I really enjoy the game of Risk. It's something that helps me reset before I work on comics or something creative, and it helps me develop better strategic thinking in life. And I really enjoy that. So I enjoy the challenge of it, and I enjoy streaming it. So we're gonna kind of rock some Risk games. Hope you guys are on board. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and pull up our Risk cam. I will probably play trailers throughout. If there's a point in the game where I need to take a break or something like that, get up and stretch, that kind of thing. I'll play trailers for the books that I mentioned at the beginning. But other than that, we're just gonna walk through the game, and I will tell you what I am thinking as I am playing. And hopefully, it'll help you if you're a person who likes playing Risk and you're not quite at master status yet. Maybe you can pick up some tips. I'm aiming to try to become a grandmaster at it. That's my wacky goal on this. And as you guys probably know from watching these streams, these games can either end in utter failure. They're kind of chaotic. So they can kind of go from being very successful to complete shit shows. And it's kind of fun to watch, I think. I enjoy watching other people's streams of this game for that very reason. Um, just to let you guys know the stakes of the game. So the FFA ranking is a global ranking of all Risk players in the world. And Grandmasters are the absolute top of that ranking. Master is the second of that ranking, and then it goes down from there. Every time you play a Risk championship, or not a championship, but just a game in the FFA challenges, you risk your ranking. So if I say play a game and I'm playing against somebody who's lower ranked than me and they beat me, that can take down my ranking. And that has happened. I've actually gone from being a master to kind of back to like an expert, which is before master, just by losing a game to a weaker player. And so that's what's at stake, my status in this nerdy little game that I like to play between working on comics. So hopefully that kind of sets the stakes for you. Let's find a game. The catch with it is usually you can't find a game where you're safe, where you're just playing with peers. The only way to really play this game in the FFA world that I've found, and maybe it's different for other people, but is to risk your rank. So that's what we're doing. We're going to find a game and then join it, and then I'll walk through the thought process as I go through it. And then I'm going to probably get back to working on comics just a little bit before bed. Okay, here we go. Let's pull up a game. That's enough talk, enough chatter. Let's make this happen. So I like to play classic fixed on the classic map and balance blitz preferably 6 players. But we'll see what games are available. So there's these 5-player games which are interesting. I always try to look for players that are using a lot of robots. This one makes me a little concerned because the AI difficulty is set to easy, so that probably means there's a lot of beginners. But that might be our best bet because that was the closest to... Well, this one... Okay, here's a 6-player fixed. Let's try joining this one. And it doesn't look like they have any bots in there, so hopefully nobody craps out and quits early on. We might get 6 players. This is the most boring part of these streams, is just waiting for the world to kind of fill up. Full disclosure too, sometimes people will have like collaboration, or they'll have like bot accounts and stuff like that. It seems like our friend from Spain is saying to start the game. And maybe, okay, we're starting the game. Good. Hopefully we don't have alt accounts or anything like that on here. All right, we're going to start the game, and I'll walk you guys through my thinking process as we play it. So it's a fixed board. It looks like one of the players already crapped out, so we have a robot for them, and that's blue. And I am in 3rd position. We have yellow, and we're going to see what continents everybody's trying to head towards. That's usually the first part of playing a successful game of Risk. I'm black too. That's good to know. It looks like 4 is making a potential move to try to take Europe, or they're aiming for taking Australia. It also looks like I am set to where I think I have to make a move for Australia. And that 4 moving there is like almost intentionally blocking me from potentially taking Australia. I think I have to take Australia. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The downside of that is in this game, everybody is all about Australia or die at the beginning. And I do have Pink's 3 sitting up there, which they might try to kind of blast through and take out my 5, because people get all crazy about Australia in this game. Very much like an Australia or die. I kind of hate beginning from Australia for that reason. And so hopefully Pink does not take my Australia. Pink probably will take my Australia. That's usually how Australia goes in this game. Red might make a move for Australia, but they're going to have to break through Pink's 3. But I hope if anyone makes a move, it'll be red. But I'm very vulnerable to Pink right now. If Pink's a more seasoned player, they might make a better move for Europe. But a lot of these newer players are obsessed with Australia. So we'll see how that goes. Do I hold Australia? Does Pink break through? There's only a 1 preventing Pink from breaking through. And Pink will have 9 troops, so they can break my 5 if they want to. Thank God I don't think Pink breaks my 5. We've held Australia. Whew. That was nerve-wracking. So Pink's possibly playing a no-continent game at this point. Does yellow go crazy for Australia? I'm not quite sure where yellow is heading. I think yellow is a newer player. I don't know why they would fortify that, because now it looks like yellow doesn't know which continent they want to move towards. Very strange. I think maybe yellow is going to play a long game for North America. I'm not sure what yellow is doing. I think yellow doesn't know what yellow is doing. Green is heading somewhere. I'm not sure where green's going to head. If I'm green right now, I'd probably start making moves for North America. They have a 4 and a 5 in there. That would be a good take. However, they just fortified something right next to a 2. And if I'm them, yeah, that was a good move. I don't like that yellow's 9 is blocking me from moving my 7 to my continent. That's very annoying. I think what I do is fortify this 10 and just move my 7 down. It's very weird what yellow is doing. They're kind of blocking a lot of players. Yellow might be making a long play to try to take Australia. Maybe they're in Australia or die type. And they boot up the 9. Like, that was a weird move from blue, too. I'm not sure what blue's doing. I think they're trying to move a little too early. So we definitely have some unseasoned players here. I have no idea what blue is doing. They're playing awfully strange. I'm not sure what red is. Red is, I think, aiming for South America. Or they're trying to do the Australia or die thing. I think they're aiming for South America, though. And that was a really weird move, too. I think these are a lot of new players. Because I'm not sure why red would weaken themselves to that point to take a continent in an area where they're right next to somebody who can break them the next turn. Thomas said, don't forget blue is the bot. Thank you, Thomas, for reminding me. I was forgetting. That makes a lot more sense. So I was like, what is blue doing? Okay, blue botted out. Why is yellow keeping their 9 there? It's such a hostile beginning. Okay, they're moving. That's good. I can move my 6 now. Thank God. But honestly, I guess it's not bad because if blue is a robot, they don't have to worry about kind of pissing off the robot. If blue weren't a robot, I would say yellow's moves are a little bad. But the fact that blue is a robot makes me think yellow's moves aren't that bad. Green is kind of confusing too, though. And I think green is trying to make a long play for Australia, which is awfully strange. So this is going to cost me a few troops to get there, but I want to fortify my my troops. Can I cash in cards? Good. I have a cash in coming up. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, and that's good news. We got Frank Salazar in the chats. How's it going, Frank? He said, hey. And then we got Thomas Adams being a gentleman and a scholar, reminding me that blue is a robot. The robots usually lose this game very quickly. It's why it's kind of boring to play bots. But it can create a lot of tensions that otherwise wouldn't be there. I don't think red is a very seasoned player. That was a weird move. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, again, you're next to a bot. But in general, in South America, if you're playing it like a pro, you want to keep a card collecting troop in Asia. And so they had that like perfectly set up for themselves. I guess it wasn't bad for them to try to fortify to have more strength, especially with that yellow 8 right next to them. But it was kind of a confusing move because the way to play, at least to me, I guess they're in better territory because nobody's taken any other territories near them. But the professional way to rock that business is to kind of keep troops in Asia so you can fortify out. Like you can kind of use it as your card collector so you don't have to infuriate your neighbors. There's a lot of weird playing here, though. Like yellow just kind of hanging around with the 13 there without kind of picking a continent. Green not picking a continent is very strange. I think these are new players. There's some strange play is all I'm saying. So right now I'm just going to keep my 17 open. I'm not going to expand out yet. I am definitely going to turtle just a little bit here because I want that number in front to be really big. But we're doing an Australia game here, guys. And playing Australia correctly is all about kind of doing this slow play. You always risk the possibility of getting card blocked in Australia. But your goal is to do a slow play till you're strong enough, and then you go and you take another territory. So right now the weakest player is actually tied between blue and green. Green is sitting on 4 cards, so blue is the weakest player right now. Not surprisingly, because they're bot. Putting red in a really good position. Red actually has a really good chance of kind of dominating this eventually, because no one has secured continents next to them in a defensible way, and that puts red in a very advantageous position. However, red doing that makes them very vulnerable to yellow. Pink. I can't figure out Pink's game either, honestly. Pink's been just kind of hovering in Asia, and it's weird for Pink to be playing a no continent game at this point. They don't need to. They could take Europe. And if they want Europe, they should move to Europe. It's a very slow play that they're doing. And again, I'm a little nervous. This is one of the reasons I don't like Australia, is crazy Australia or die players. If Pink is a crazy Australia or die player, they might do something dumb like suicide their troops into my Australia, losing the game for both of us. I like that I still kind of have that 3. I'm very curious what exactly everybody's game is, because again, it's very strange to see people choosing to play a no continent game when they can secure territories. It's just very strange. And if green and pink and yellow don't secure a territory soon, it just makes me very suspicious. Like, what are they doing? Like, I don't know if you guys have watched these risk games before, but yellow's behavior, green's behavior, and pink's behavior is a little inexplicable. None of them have moved to secure a continent. And America's very much like North America is in contest right now. So what I'm curious about is like, why isn't yellow moving from North America? Why is green just kind of chilling in North America and not trying to consolidate and push yellow out? And why is everybody hanging out in Asia? It's a weird game. Very strange. But right now I am the table lead. And again, like, is Pink doing a slow play for... I have no idea what Pink is doing. It's a very strange, very slow move they're doing. That's very confusing. So now yellow seems to be in an awkward position unless green continues to behave really weirdly. If you're green at this point, you start making moves to consolidate North America. Yellow is now in contest with pink for Europe. But again, all of these players are playing as if they're having a no continent game, which is very strange. It's just extremely hard to understand what these people are doing. Like, that move made no sense. I really don't understand. I guess we just continue to kind of build ourselves and our fortresses, but it's a very strange game. I have to admit, like, pink is being pretty sus. I feel like green is being very strange. Like, why did it take green so long to fortify? I'm just guessing these must be new players. That's what I would hope. But there's a lot of odd behavior going on. Blue is going to be taken out of the game pretty quickly. I'm glad where I'm at, though. I feel like I have a pretty strong lead. My only concern right now is like if, and this is just my own little thing. Unfortunately, this game has people who use like alt players and stuff. I hope that red is not using like alternates because just the positioning of everybody is really weird. And even red's gameplay doesn't make a lot of sense. Like at this point, well, I guess red doesn't want to break into Africa too quickly. Pink finally moves into Europe. But again, like the very slow playing of that has been really baffling. Yellow, if they're smart, should move into Africa. Philip Chandler said, I'm glad I'm not the only one still up. That's awesome, Philip. How's it going, buddy? How's your comic coming along? I've been enjoying the streams. Wow, yellow is being really hostile to pink. It's very strange. Like, so yellow was a pain in the ass to green, basically like insisting on North America without any strength. And now they're being a pain in the ass to pink. And ideally, that's kind of good news for me because the more there's contention between the players that are not me, the better it is for me. But you'll notice this with newer players quite a lot. So what do we do here? Should we fortify that up? I like that move. That would save my 3, but I think my best play right now is just to kind of disappear in this area. I'm actually closing myself off from attacks on my left, but those will be broken pretty quickly. And I just want the big stack advantage right now. Because right now I have 64 troops. I had such a great advantage because of closing the territory early that I can just sit here and collect troops for a while. Philip said, thanks. I'm actually working on the first 3 pages of his comic this weekend. Has a portion of the script written and am now just doing roughs. That's awesome. Roughs are fun too. The behavior of these people is so confusing. Red is making a little bit of sense, but like green not securing North America at this point. What are you doing? Pink not securing Europe is just insane. And yellow creating so much hostility is really confusing too. It's very strange. The only player who's kind of making any sense at all here is red. Makes me a little nervous. Like, are these people the same person? Like, I always get nervous about those bot players. Because, like, this is looking like yellow wants war with me. But it also looks like they want to keep me away from red. It's very strange behavior in this game. Like, the lack of taking continents is so strange. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, why at this point hasn't green secured North America? It's just really weird. Nobody's secured a continent. It's very strange. They split into, yeah, this is just some baffling play. I guess at this point we just kind of continue to take troops and hope that yellow doesn't suicide because they're like an alternate player. That's my concern at this point. I can take action and probably clear somebody out pretty soon. I'm at 69 troops. Second place player at this point is pink. Yellow seems like they're setting themselves up to like suicide me or something. I don't know. It's very strange. If you're watching and you can figure out what is yellow trying to do, and this is the thing that's weird about Risk, and you'll see this with newer players a lot. So I'll be really suspicious, right? He just rolled a really bad roll, which leaves his right side of his continent in South America really open. I'll be very suspicious of these players if they don't take advantage of that and break his territory. It's just a very strange game at this point. It'll be fun at the end. Like, the thing I like about these games is toward the end, you're going to see a lot of stuff. It's interesting also that they're leaving my black closed off. So like they're kind of behaving like unseasoned players, but then they consciously are leaving me cut off from attacking my left. So they can't be that unseasoned. But what are they doing? Like, at this point, you have the troops to take North America. Take it. Why split your forces like that? This is so weird. Sorry. Man, you guys, these are baffling players. Baffling players. I'm going to grab my 3 and move it out. And I'm just going to close myself off entirely, which is kind of not the best move, but I don't think it's a killer move at this point. So I cannot attack people on the right or on the left. But I have a very huge card advantage. But like, why isn't yellow... Like, if yellow is going to play a no continent game, they should move their 12 and 13 together. If pink wants Europe, they should take it. I guess maybe they're concerned about yellow. Nobody broke red. Why? Red had the worst roll. They could have broken red. I'm shocked no one broke them. This is a really weird game, you guys. Like, what are you doing, Pink? What are you doing? This is just the most baffling game I've ever seen. So yellow's doing like a no continent game. But they seem wise, and yeah, I cannot figure out yellow or pink or green. And none of them seem like, they all seem to be like almost like protecting red. It's very strange. Can you guys figure this game out? Like, no one's taking like, green could take America right now. They could fortify Mexico. Like, I don't understand what they're doing. Like, why split your forces like that? It just doesn't make any sense. Man. I mean, I guess I just continue to collect cards and close myself off and gradually take Asia. And just, again, because of the strangeness of the way these people are playing, I'm like, they're either complete newbies or like they're alt accounts. There's no explanation for why they wouldn't be making moves. So maybe red eats the bot next turn? But like, if you guys are seeing this, let me know what you think about green, pink, and yellow. Like, why are they... why? I just cannot figure out these players. Like, why wouldn't green have fortified that area? It just doesn't make any sense. So now green is in a tough position. I don't know if green can move anywhere. But they allowed that to happen. They allowed that 30 to get fortified up. It's just really weird. I'm like, why isn't pink taking England? Europe? Just take it. Like, take it all and then move your like 31 stack that you got there, which will be like 20 something. Like, they're all playing really similarly badly. It's really strange. Like, they're all splitting their forces too much. This makes me really suspicious that this is all the same player. Am I crazy? Like, why would they all be playing equally terribly? That's so weird. And then green doing that doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I guess they didn't want to break that one to be right next to the. I don't know. It's just very weird. This whole game, you guys. Like, why? I'm sorry. This is a really confusing one, guys. I'm in really good standing, though. I'm pretty happy with this. So I think what we do is I want to take out pink here. I'm going to just continue to close myself off because nobody's made any wild moves. I've already closed myself off from the position of attack, but I have 87 troops. And nobody's closed territory, so like there's absolutely no reason. Like I'm going to be out accruing red. The bot is going to continue to kind of eat it red. It's the weirdest game. I cannot figure out green. I cannot figure out yellow, and I cannot for the life of me figure out pink. Like they're all playing really weird. I guarantee at the end of this game you're going to see like a lot of these are beginners. They have to be. It's just it doesn't make any sense. So like why the slow play? Like I don't get it. Why the slow play for England? You have 68 troops. I have 87. You could have been accruing troops. I don't understand it. Yellow's really strange too. Are they still aiming for America? Like I don't get what they're doing. It's a good place to play a no continent strategy for sure. They're blocking off my 3. That's weird. Everybody's behaving like they're trying to protect red. Am I wrong? And I was a little suspicious of this because, like, if you look at like red's icon, you look at green's icon, you look at blue's icon, they're all the same icon. Like, if you're green right now, why are you collecting cards in North America? Like, or sorry, in Asia? Why are you not fortifying? Why are you leaving red open to collect ones? It seems like a bot, like a person who's playing alt accounts. Why would they open up red to be able to kind of collect those 1 cards by their 11? Unless they are red. It just doesn't make any sense. Are you guys seeing this game? Like, am I crazy? It seems like an alt. That'll make me so mad, though. I've played a couple of these games with alts. It's really annoying. But I have 91 troops, so I will tell you if like people just like if yellow just randomly starts suiciding me, you know it's alts. There's no other explanation, you know. I think I'm gonna have to mobilize an attack pretty soon. I think it's weird that red's being protected. But then red didn't take advantage of the ones. It's really strange. And then if you're pink, like, why aren't you taking Europe? Why are you at me? You guys, I do not understand this at all. It's the weirdest game. Like, why wouldn't pink make a move? This is such an alt game. These are alts. They're trying to card block me so red can win the game. Am I crazy? It's like so transparent. I like red. I think I have to just like break red. But like every move is literally to stop me. Like I guarantee you guys, this is the same player. I think I have to report this. That sucks. Why do people use alts? It's so lame. Sorry, it bums me out like when people use alts on this game because it's a great game. But it's like you don't have to use alts just to win just because you suck. Should we take out green's 11 there? No, I don't want to cost myself troops. I want to just get stronger so it's like even with your alts you can't beat me. But I guarantee you those alts that they're using break my stack. Like I'm just not believing this is 3 different players. It's insane because they're all playing very suspicious. None of them have closed a continent. Like yellow breaking themselves up like that doesn't make any sense for like a no continent game. Like why is like why would green want to stack there? Like to collect cards, but like why not just take North America? But then you're leaving red, like what red's doing right now. Yeah, this is really suspicious. This is really suspicious. Like, why isn't pink? Like, what is pink doing? Like, why are you going into North America? That doesn't make any sense. I cannot figure these players out. Like, what's yellow doing? Like, why are they gradually closing off Asia? It just doesn't make sense. And then if green wants North America, why wouldn't green just move their 11 in and then eat red's 15? Like, what are you doing? This is a weird game. I think I might have to report these alts. Am I crazy? It has to be alt accounts. I'm at 108 troops though. Why has nobody hit red? Ah, this is so weird. So I have a sneaking suspicion at the end you're going to see that all of these players are like novices and then red is not. I think red has like alt people working here. It just doesn't make any sense other than that. Okay, guys, we're at like 39 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put a radio thing on, like not a radio, but like a commercial, and then we'll get into it. But yeah, this is a very strange game of Risk where nobody's behaving in a way that would suggest they're aiming to take territory or win this game, but they're all behaving in a way that seems like they're trying to benefit red. It's very weird. All right, guys, I'm going to put on a trailer and then we'll be back. Sorry for like rambling about that. It's just a little strange. Okay. Here's the trailer for Jacob's Apartment. I'll be back. I'll let you guys know what happens. Okay, so Thomas is noticing this is weird too. He said someone should have taken Africa by now. I totally agree. I just don't understand like the way green is playing, the way they're fortifying these big stacks. Like they're all playing a no continent game except for red, and they're just getting buried in numbers because of it. I have no idea. I won't be surprised if like I just get like triple suicided by these alt accounts. I can't help but feel like these are alt accounts. Cuz like all they're doing right now is protecting red and then leaving red open so that red can just accrue cards in North America. It just doesn't make any sense. Like I'm not crazy here. And the fact that that 62 has not moved into Mexico and they haven't taken that territory is just insane to me. It's got to be like collaboration. I hate being paranoid on these streams, but that is totally what this is. It has to be. Like why wouldn't Pink take Europe? It just doesn't make any sense. Why is Yellow just sitting idle and not taking territory? I just like why are they in a position to hit me and card block me? It's like the whole strategy of every player is to card block me. It just doesn't make any sense. Not even card block me. The behavior of all of these people does not make any sense. I don't see why green wouldn't be like what are you doing? Like I don't understand this game. And green's eating my territory for cards. Like, why wouldn't you go at red? Why would you keep leaving red open? This is too weird. Do you guys, Thomas, do you think I'd be crazy to like report this? It's just kind of weird. Just seems a little off. So I'm going to try something here. I want to attack some of red's troops. Just to see like how does red react to that? Like now if the alt suicide me in response to that, that'll be interesting to see. That'll be reportable. Right? There's just no other explanation. Green just sitting idle there doesn't make any sense. This whole all of the characters in this game are protecting red, which makes me think I need to go after red. All these alt accounts, it's all alt accounts. I don't think I'm crazy here. Like, why would red feel comfortable making that move, putting themselves right under a 65, unless that's his 65? It just doesn't make sense. This is the most weird game of Risk I've ever played. I think I've played Risk before, but like I think I kind of, you know what? We're just gonna kind of report it. That's too weird. I'm sorry. That's just too weird. I think we have to report it. Oh my gosh. How weird is this game? Who are all the players? It's just too weird. Too much collaboration. Why would green? Okay, green opened me up. That's good. It's like they want me to eat troops. That's very strange. Like, extremely strange. I think we need to. Oh, we need to report pink too. It's just too weird. Sorry. Just the style of play is too similar for like pink, green, and yellow. It's just way too similar. There's no way it's not a bot. Even the way they're arranging it, it's like red is still protected. I'd have to go through that 24, that 34, or that 42 to hit red. Red is still protected. Nobody wants red hurt. It's so suspicious. Yeah, Thomas was saying North America and Africa is worth 3 cards. Seems silly. Dude, North America, that's like 8 cards per turn. No, none of these players are making any sense unless they're protecting red. There's just no other way about it. So they've been reported, but I still have to play this game and potentially lose ranking just because this like cheat is using these bots or these alts. It's really annoying. Like, why wouldn't they break my black up there? It's so that I can't hit red. It's just all to protect red. I'm not crazy. Like, why isn't green hitting red? It just like it, and then like why are they playing the South America strategy with North America? It's just like it's utterly baffling. Like this entire thing is just insane. This game is crazy, guys. So the problem is if I eat any of these big stacks, red's gonna come and just take me out of the game and then win the game. And it's like I have like a huge advantage, but like none of the players are actual players. They're all alts. And so I'm in this like really tough position. Do I hit somebody? I think I break through. Oh, this is so rough. This just sucks. I'm going to take out green at least from my territory. So that at least gets, but I bet you suspiciously green is going to move something else into my territory. I'm also confused why the bot hasn't broken red. The bot always breaks them. So you know what's great is the fact that the player bought it out might be red's demise. That kind of makes me happy. So like red is now a really low player and they probably won't know how to react. Or maybe at this point they take Africa and like every player lets them and nobody attacks them. It's so strange, this whole game. Like now if you're green, why the hell would you not just eat red? I'll tell you this. I'm going to eat red if nobody else does. Like why would pink be doing that? This just doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh. Why isn't yellow moving? Why wouldn't yellow take Africa? It's so bizarre. Why are they splitting themselves to like protect a territory? It's so weird. This is a weird game, guys. Green, eat red. Why wouldn't you eat red? Instead, you're protecting red's one. Okay, red is out of this game. I don't care. I can tell that like there's a bot protecting red and maybe his alts can win, but dude, no, I'm taking you out of this game. You cheating piece of crap. First, we're going to take blue and get those 4 cards. And then we're going to take red. So red's out. And we're going to lose to green and yellow because they're all the same player, which is kind of a bummer. That sucks. That really is a bummer. There was just no way to win this game with that many like alt players. Oh, that sucks. Bums me out. I hope they do research on it and kind of see what's going on with that. But I definitely lose this game. I think I need to just eat as many cards as I can and then move my 27 back. And I guarantee like all of those alt accounts now come at me. I mean, there's no way they don't, which sucks. But that was a shit game. Like, literally, like, it just didn't make any sense. Even these players' behavior now doesn't make any sense. Like, what are they like? Why wouldn't pink like come and destroy me? Why is yellow like? What is yellow doing? These are so weird. The game behaviors in this just so maybe it's like green. I don't know. Like maybe green's the preferred alt account. They want to eat all the cards. What is going on with this game? Yeah, so we gotta definitely report this. There's some weird crap happening here. Doesn't make sense that yellow wouldn't eat me. None of this makes sense. That's just too weird. I think at this point we need to I want to just start eating players, you know? Like, well, you know what? Let's start by like doing this is like the weirdest game I have ever played. So that 97 slams into my 32 this next turn. There's no way it doesn't. But this was all alt accounts. This is an unwinnable game. Pink's behavior makes no sense. Yellow's behavior makes no sense. And you notice they're behaving like the alts did for red. They're behaving exactly like the alts did for red. So now red, you guys, this is such obvious collaboration. So now red, you notice that red's out of the game. And it's exactly the same player. And so what do? They switch strategies to make green, which is probably their second favorite account, do exactly what red was doing. And then the other players just continue to do what they were doing because they're all alts. This is such an absurd game. I hope I can smoke this person. There's just no way to smoke them at this point. But I am collecting 10 cards, so that's good. So maybe we can start chewing at their other players or something. Let's just start chewing away. Such a weird game. I want to take green out of the equation too. This is such a weird game. I mean, you guys are seeing this. It's insane. Like, this is not how people play Risk. Pink does not make any sense, except that they're an alt. Yellow doesn't make any sense, except that they're an alt. This is just a game that's inevitably one of them is going to win, and it's all the same account. And they lost their favorite account, which was red. And now it's like they're trying to get their second favorite account to win. This is so weird. How do people deal with this? It's so obnoxious, you know? It's so clearly collaboration. There's just no way. I mean, I guess we just start eating every card we can. It's just such weird behavior, you know? This is clear collaboration, you guys. There's just no other way about it. Even that move didn't make any sense. And then yellow starts behaving exactly like who they just ate. That doesn't make any sense. So now they want green to win. It's very weird. Green's in position to eat yellow. Green's going to eat me, though. There's no way they don't. Such a weird game, you guys. Green eats yellow and wins the game, but it's a collaboration. Yellow hits me in supposed retaliation. Yeah. Game over. But this was total collaboration. Anybody watching this game, you guys know. There's nobody who plays like that. That just doesn't make sense. And then they leave the cards for green. Come on. It's such horseshit. Oh my gosh. This is such. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. You guys. Come on, guys. Play this game cleaner. It's so annoying. So annoying. Ah. It's like they can't do a clean win, so they have to like bot up, like use cheat codes, like have cheap players. It's just so annoying. Oh well, guys, I will tell you, cheaters sometimes win. So yellow's gonna leave this game so that green can clean up all the cards at the end, right? Because they're collaborators. So now yellow's lined it up. Green's gonna sweep the floor. This just doesn't make any sense. This game is such horseshit. This is so annoying. And green's not a good player. They're just the second alt of red. It's oh my gosh. What is green's name? Green is Dionico Brawler. It's Dionico Brawler. Collab with Dionico Brawler. That sucks. It's just kind of a shame. That's all. And they're not even that good of a player, but that's the end of the game. At least I came in second. At least their main account got taken out. What's the other player? Ibrahim Hanna. Yeah, they're not even that good of a player because right now I should be dead, but like they ran out of time because they're used to using alts to win these games. That's really irritating. Well, let's just start eating up as much territory as we can. We can break their. I don't care about Australia. I mean, the game's over, but it's just kind of obnoxious. There's just a really bad player. Just having to like use alt accounts and stuff. That's so lame. Well, you guys, I will say this is one of the crappy things about playing Risk is you have these just kind of weak players who like who use clear collaboration and alt accounts. And then it just sucks because it's like, again, I just hope they get banned from the game for doing that. Sorry for being all complainy about it, but at least it's on video. That's cool. I'm glad it's live. So, yeah. Sometimes I've had like thoughts of collaboration, been like, no, it's totally not collaboration. This one is definitely collaboration. There's no way on the planet Earth that this game was not collaboration between all of those players. But they can close it out now very slowly because they're not a good player and they had to cheat. And hopefully they just get banned from the game. Hopefully my points come back from losing them for this game. Let's see the ranking of all the players. If my suspicion's correct, red will be a little higher ranked. Everybody else will be a little lower ranked. Maybe green is a second alt, so it's a little bit higher ranked, but not quite as high as red, which they were trying to align for the win. Let's find out. If you guys watch this game after the fact, let me know your opinion, especially if you're familiar with Risk, with the gameplay. Okay. So Dionico Brawler. So this is weird. Yeah, this was I can't help but think that was collaboration. There's just no way it wasn't. Okay, guys. Well, we came in second. We took out the lame ass red that everybody seemed to be trying to protect. Hopefully that was an interesting game to you guys. Hopefully that didn't seem ridiculous that I reported the collaboration because it was just weird behavior for Risk. Like I just have no idea why all of those players would be playing the same exact way. That didn't make sense except in one way. So I don't know. All right, guys. Yeah, Thomas was saying maybe not alt accounts, but in the same room or something. Yeah, and that would be collaboration, which is not cool. So, all right, guys. Well, that was still fun. I still had fun playing it, and I'm gonna go work on comics. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming off and on all day tomorrow, and I'm hoping I'll be at a point where I can stream some comic stuff too. And by tomorrow, I mean Saturday. I'll probably be streaming off and on. I might stream another game of Risk tomorrow night. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out, stopping by. I hope I didn't seem like some bitter lunatic. Let me know in the comments. Like, again, like I always question myself with that, but like the gameplay in this was really weird. Thomas was saying maybe Red was the girlfriend trying to get her to win. Yeah, that's totally true. I don't know. But either way, I hope it's reviewed by like the thing that's nice about that is it'll be reviewed by the company that runs this, and if they see that that was what I saw and I wasn't off, like they have ways to kind of find out. And if I was off, like it shouldn't affect the other player. So anyhow, I will see you guys on the next live stream. Hopefully this wasn't a weird, like, yeah, I don't know. That was a weird game, but it was still fun, still challenging, still felt good to take red out. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.